The ancient halls of Windsor Castle, a bastion of British monarchy and history, have witnessed yet another poignant chapter in the ongoing saga of Prince Andrew's fall from grace. In a move laden with symbolism, a banner emblazoned with the disgraced royal's coat of arms has been quietly removed from St. George's Chapel, the very heart of the castle's spiritual and ceremonial life. This act, captured in stark before and after photographs that circulated widely, underscores the monarchy's determined efforts to excise Andrew's presence from its public-facing legacy. The coat of arms in question, a vibrant tableau of red, yellow, blue and white, featuring a solitary anchor as its central emblem, had hung proudly for nearly 2 decades, a testament to Andrew's one-time status as a Knight of the Order of the Garter. Bestowed upon him in 2006 by his mother, the late Queen Elizabeth II, it represented not just familial pride but a pinnacle of chivalric honor within the royal order. The removal, reported on October 24, comes mere days after Andrew, now 65, issued a formal statement relinquishing his cherished title of Duke of York. This decision, articulated through Buckingham Palace, was framed as a response to unspecified accusations that the prince has consistently and vehemently denied. The timing could not be more charged. It precedes by just a few days the October 21 release of a posthumous memoir by Virginia Giuffre, one of Jeffrey Epstein's most vocal accusers. Giuffre, who tragically passed away earlier this year, alleged in her book that she was coerced into sexual encounters with Andrew at the age of 17, during a period when she was being trafficked by the convicted sex offender, a man Andrew once counted as a close associate. These claims, which first surfaced in a 2015 lawsuit settled out of court in 2022 for an undisclosed sum reportedly exceeding £10 million, have haunted Andrew for nearly a decade, tarnishing his reputation and straining the royal family's unity. To understand the gravity of this banner's removal, one must delve into the intricate tapestry of royal heraldry and protocol. The Order of the Garter, founded by King Edward III in 1348, is the oldest and most prestigious order of chivalry in the world, limited to just 24 knights, plus the sovereign and the Prince of Wales. Its members' banners, displayed in St. George's Chapel during services, are not mere decorations, they are sacred markers of allegiance and achievement. Andrew's installation in 2006 was a moment of triumph, celebrated with pomp and pageantry, including a procession through the chapel's nave. The anchor motif on his coat of arms, drawn from the naval traditions of his York heritage, evoked themes of steadfastness and exploration, ironic now given the prince's perceived moral drift. Its quiet dismantling by castle staff, under the cover of early morning fog, speaks volumes about the palace's strategy, swift, unceremonial and final. Royal commentator Sharon Carpenter, speaking exclusively to Entertainment Insiders, described this as the nail in the coffin for Andrew's aspirations of rehabilitation within the firm. It closes the door permanently on any hopes he may have had to one day return to royal life, she asserted. The expert elaborated that while Andrew retains his birthright title of prince, bestowed by Queen Elizabeth II at his 1960 christening, his dukedom is a more precarious honor. Stripping it legally before his death would demand parliamentary intervention, a politically fraught process in an era of Republican sentiments and cost-of-living crises. For now, the palace's actions are symbolic but potent, signaling to the public and the world that King Charles III, Andrew's elder brother, is resolute in protecting the monarchy's image. The Epstein scandal, which first erupted in 2019 with Andrew's disastrous BBC Newsnight interview, has been a slow-burning inferno for the Windsors. That car crash appearance, where Andrew infamously claimed he couldn't sweat and recounted a bizarre Woking McDonald's trip as alibi, drew widespread ridicule and accelerated his retreat from duties. Epstein, the financier who died by suicide in a Manhattan jail cell while awaiting trial on sex trafficking charges, had been a fixture in Andrew's social orbit since the 1990s. Flight logs from Epstein's private jet, dubbed the Lolita Express, placed Andrew aboard multiple times, fueling speculation about the nature of their bond. Giuffre's allegations, corroborated by photos of Andrew with her arm around his waist at Epstein's Manhattan townhouse, painted a picture of entitlement run amok. Andrew's denials have been steadfast, if unconvincing to many. In his recent palace-issued statement he reiterated, "As I have said previously, I vigorously deny the accusations against me." Yet, the financial toll has been immense. Beyond the Giuffre settlement, Andrew has faced lawsuits from other alleged victims and scrutiny over his use of public funds for Royal Lodge, his sprawling Windsor residence. King Charles, facing his own pressures from the cost of the Crown estate and public backlash over taxpayer-funded luxuries, has reportedly urged his brother to downsize, perhaps to the modest Frogmore cottage once occupied by Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Andrew's resistance, citing a 75-year lease, has only deepened familial rifts. This heraldic purge fits into a larger pattern of royal distancing. In January 2022, shortly after Geoffrey's suit was filed, Queen Elizabeth II stripped Andrew of his military affiliations and patronages, a move that felt like maternal tough love. Charles, ascending the throne later that year, has gone further, excluding Andrew from key events like the 2023 coronation procession. St. George's Chapel, site of royal weddings from Queen Victoria's era to Prince Harry's nuptials, now bears the scars of this schism. The chapel's vaulted ceilings, adorned with banners of living knights like David Cameron and Tony Blair, serve as a living archive of British power. Andrew's absence creates a void, a visual metaphor for his exile. Public sentiment, as gauged by polls from YouGov and Ipsos, reflects a monarchy at a crossroads. Approval ratings for Andrew hover below 10%, with many Britons viewing him as a liability. Younger generations, influenced by scandals from Diana's death to Harry's memoir's Spare, question the institution's relevance. Yet, defenders like historian Robert Lacey argue that Charles's firm hand preserves the crown's longevity. Monarchies endure by adaptation, Lacey notes in his book Battle of Brothers. Andrew's story, laced with hubris and heartbreak, could either hasten reform or rally loyalists around tradition.